Hi everyone, this video is to preview the Fairyhouse Irish Grand National meeting of 2021. It's a very tough meeting to get winners. I'd say the Irish meetings are actually tougher than Cheltenham or Aintree because in a lot of ways you can rule a lot of the English horses out, whereas in some of these top Irish races and the handicaps, it's very difficult to rule anything out at all. I'll give you my thoughts on them, and really I would not be saying to follow me in unless you fancy the horses yourself. So it's Saturday at 12 o'clock now, and a lot of people have asked me if I'm going in Volcano in the 3:30. I'm not backing him because I think he's too short, but I'm not saying he won't win. I think he's got a favourite's chance, but 4-1 skinny for me, and I can't back him at that price. But I really do think he's got a good chance. In the 405, this will be one of probably two bets I'm having over the weekend. I'll be backing Eskylane in this race with Jack Kennedy on board. I've been looking at this horse for a while. I think he's really well handicapped. Now, there's probably 10 well handicapped horses in here out of 20, so following me in is folly unless you fancy it as well. But his form last season in the bumper was very strong. Fourth to Fernie Hollow, Appreciate It, and Queensbrook were in front of him. I thought coming into the straight he actually looked like he was going to win. I think his form this season's been relatively good, but he didn't look to be finishing out his races. He had a wind up prior to his race where he was 10th to drop the anchor. I thought that was a decent comeback from the wind up. He's ready to win a big race, this horse. Whether it'll be today, I don't know. But I'm backing him each way at 10-1 today. I think Eskylane's got a really good chance. Jack Kennedy's on board. The Yard are really in form. And I'm really hoping that he'll win today, or at least run a really good race and win later in the season. In the 5:15, I think, let's be clear about it, should be clear. He is clear favourite. I think his form with Sir Gerhard and Kilcrat, when the stable were slightly out of form, marks him out as a high class horse. I think he'll win this today. I think anything over evens is a good price. I'm not saying that backing a horse at that sort of price is a good idea, but I just think he's got a very good chance today. And I think, let's be clear about it, should get his moment in the sun after a second to Sir Gerhard and a second to Kilcrat. On Sunday, a couple of big prices that I'm looking at. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be putting much money on these, but I am looking at Debouché in the 220, who I think with Cromwell being in form might run a lot better than his odds will suggest. He's about 40-1. And Dolvino, who I backed for the Mayor's Novice this season and has completely lost her form. Now, she's 50-1 tomorrow. She's, like I've said, she's totally lost her form. She's been absolutely terrible in her last three runs. But last time out, she was back from 16s into 11-2. And I just wonder why she's running here, because she looks to have absolutely no chance, yet she's running in this race. And I just think, if I fancied her earlier in the season, maybe the better ground, I just got to give her one more chance. She's a huge price, but I'm not saying that anyone should be going in with much money on her, because she should be carrying a wealth warning in her last three runs. But if she won at 40-1, I'd be quite upset, I think. So, yeah, I might have a few quid on her. I quite like to look at Echoes in Rain in the 250, but she's a bit short to beat the Devil's Coachman. She's about 11-4. I was really impressed with her last run, though. I think she was quite impressive, and I wouldn't put anyone off backing her at that sort of odds. But the Devil's Coachman will be difficult to beat. Noel Mead's horses are in form, and we'll talk about one of his later in the video. Obviously, people are going to wonder if I'm backing Gentleman's Game. I'm not at the price. I think he's a bit short in the prices. I think he's got a really good chance. This horse has only been at Mouse Morris's 4 months. I think he was an absolute amazing buy by Rob Court. I think he's a horse going places at a rate of knots. I wanted him to run at Cheltenham. He didn't. He's been saved for this race, so we'll see if they've saved him for the right race or not. I think the Farmer Ground would put me off a little bit. I think he is a stayer in the making, but over 2 miles 4, I'd hope he have the speed for this. I think he's got a great chance. I just think he's too short. I won't be putting money on him, but I'm really intrigued to see how he runs tomorrow. On Monday, I haven't looked at the decks for Monday. I would quite like Tihupu if he ran in the Grade 2 juvenile race. But the only other bet I'll be having on Monday is on Brace Yourself in the Irish National at 25-1. Now, of course, Latest Exhibition has a favourites chance. I think he's got a great chance of winning on his form with Monkfish. And at 7-1, I wouldn't put anyone off. I did look at Court Maid. She had a great victory over Brace Yourself last time, but she's been put up £12 for that. And because of Tiger Roll coming out, she'll carry second top weight. I worry about that for the mare. So the horse I'm going to back in the Irish National is Brace Yourself with Noel Meads. Noel Meads back in form. This horse was second to Court Maid last time out. Off 10 stone 8. Sean Flanagan on board. Probable enhanced place terms. He may get up to 6 places in this race. 25-1 is very big for this horse, I think. And I'm just going to have a few quid each way on Brace Yourself. I just think 25-1 is... I would only have this horse about 14-1, to be honest. And I think 25 is just huge. I backed the horse at 33-1 yesterday before the decks came out. And I think 25-1 still is big. I had the horse priced in anti-post at about 16s, 18s. So I think now the decks are out. I would price the horse at 14-1. The horse is 25s. I mean, it's a bit of a lottery. There's really good horses everywhere in the race. Latest Exhibition's got a great chance. Like I said, Court Maid's got a great chance. Far Class, Cocoa Beach won the Thyestes. Espinito Bello. You can just go right through the field. Every horse is a danger. But at 25-1, I think Brace Yourself is overpriced. Like I've said in the video, it's very difficult in these Irish races. They're actually, in the main, stronger than the races were at Cheltenham. But I like to have a go. I like to let people know what my fancies are. And they would be the two for me over the weekend. I quite like Eskylane. If you can get 5 places, I think this horse is better than he's shown. And if he doesn't win today, he will win very soon, I think, off this handicap mark. And in the Irish National, I like the look of Brace Yourself for Noel Mead and Sean Flanagan. So whatever you back this weekend, I hope you have a lot of luck. And like I've said, I'm going to back 2 horses each way, one at 10-1 and one at 25-1. So I wish you well. I'll be back next week with videos for entry, whether they're on my own channel or on Gary's, I'm not very sure yet. But we will be back. And if Gary's not doing videos, I'll have a video for each day of the entry festival. So thanks for watching today. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.